Ninja vanish!
What is up, my ninjas, and welcome to a brand new video. Of course, this video doesn't have a proper title yet, so it will be known as Topix. And if you want to help title the video, please let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about how to approach and talk to a person you are attracted to. And yes, I mean person. So male or female, it doesn't matter. Now, for those of you with social anxiety, don't worry. This will work for you as well. It will just be a little bit more difficult than it will be for the rest of us. But don't worry, you got this. I believe in you. And I mean, I really do believe in you when I say you could do this. Alright, well, to start off, if you do see a person that you are attracted to, don't try to act cool, in general, don't act any different than what you already act like. Just be yourself. That's it. Just be yourself. Second, don't overthink things. Remember, that person is, probably already had a lot of different suitors trying to pick him or her up. So, you have to remember that they're also going through some other things. So consider their feelings at that moment that you are approaching them. And remember, when you do approach them, just approach them. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, when you do approach them, you can't always compliment their clothing or if they have any accessories or whatever it is that you like about them, their hair, their eyes. Just don't get too creepy with it. You don't want to get with the whole example. This is example. When you see someone, you don't want to go, oh, hey, that's a real nice ass. You don't want to do that. That's ridiculous. And of course, if you're looking for someone who is obviously going to be considered a quote-unquote thought, then by all means go ahead and use those lines. But if you're looking for an actual meaning relationship, go up to them and just talk. Now, the other thing that you would have to do is besides complimenting what they have, when you do go up to them, don't be timid, or try not to be timid. But don't be extremely aggressive when you go talk to them as well. Just be nice and calm and just approach them as if they're someone you know. If you approach them as if they are someone you know, things will go so much more smoother. And I mean smoother, that it'll get to a point where you're not thinking about anything and you're just saying things that you actually want to say. And of course, if things don't go smoothly your first time, don't sweat it. Just try again, and naturally your social skills will definitely improve. Now, I understand this isn't a video about how to make your social skills, how to improve your social skills, sorry about that. But it is a thought, that way it does help out in the long run when you do have to use your social skills in the future. It does help you out with that, which is actually really, really, really nice. Now, of course, now that you know that you just have to be calm and be yourself, after you have started the conversation starter, say something along the lines of, hey, by the way, my name is this, and well, I find you extremely attractive, or I wanted to approach you, something along those lines. It's something you would want to say. And and that's one of the things, is when you do approach them, you do have to let them know the reason that you approach them. That way you're not a creeper and they're just like, all right, well, what are you here for? You actually let them know that you're interested in them because they're attractive, or you just thought, hey, I heard your conversation, I didn't mean to, but it'd be a nice way to make a new friend. Just give them an actual reason as to why you approached them, because that is always a nice thing to hear, always. And of course, if they don't respond the way you want them to respond, and they say something along the lines of, hey, get away, or don't talk to me, or I have a boyfriend, or I have a girlfriend, if they're making any excuses not to talk to you, don't get mad. And most people at this point would tell you, oh, don't get mad, get even. Don't even get even. Shrug it off. That's all you gotta do. Just shrug it off. Don't worry about it. Just shrug it off as if it never happened. And if they are interested in you, they're going to see that you shrugged it off, and that might even change their mind and go, hey, you know what, I'm sorry about how I acted. I thought you were going to be one of those weirdos. And it'll eventually start off from there, which is great, because if you do just shrug it off and ignore what they said and you're like, all right, whatever, end it with, all right, well, hey, it was nice trying to talk to you anyway, and that's it. That's it. Say something like that, and you're there. You're fine. Because if you get mad or you get even, they will look at you and they will let everyone else know in that location, like, oh, this person's an asshole. Or if for some reason you're out in the club, that in itself will probably get you kicked out or get your head smashed in by a beer bottle or something. And that's not what we're looking for when we go approach someone that we are attracted to. Now the other thing is, of course, when you do that, that's totally fine. And I'm not saying getting even or talking smack to the person you're trying to talk to. I'm talking about just walking away, not saying a word. That's also fine. Now, if you don't have a lot of trouble talking, that's perfect, because you will eventually realize that it's only as hard as you made it seem. One of the other things is, this is just a small little thing I'm gonna let you guys know, is if you're a natural flirt or a natural funny person, those two things will always get you into the door of finding a relationship or finding someone to talk to a lot faster than it would be with anyone else. Now, if you're wondering, well, I mean, geez, like, that sucks because I'm not funny or flirty. Don't worry about it. Oh, you son of a ding dong, right? No, you didn't finish. Yeah, don't worry about it. Do not, and I mean do not worry about you not being naturally funny or naturally flirty. The deal with that is that you probably haven't had enough experience talking with other people, so you yourself don't even know yet. And that's perfectly fine, because with this, if you just go out there and talk to them, you will eventually learn that you are naturally flirty or naturally funny. I myself am naturally flirty, and I hate it, but at the same time I love it, because it's one of those things where sometimes I'll be flirty and I don't even know it, and people will tell me, hey, you flirted with that person. Oh, I didn't even know. And you guys have to understand, I was in the same boat as you guys. I didn't know how to talk to people. I was extremely shy, and instead of looking up videos and wondering how to talk to girls, I just went up and talked to girls, and I learned from error and whatnot. And that was a thing where I just learned from talking, and you will eventually learn from talking, and it takes its time, but you guys have to understand that that's what you want to do. You want to learn how to talk by saying the things you wouldn't say normally, and then you'll understand what to say and what not to say. And sometimes it'll get to the point where you just say things naturally, and that is fine, because when you say things naturally, that is the best way of talking, because you're not overthinking it and you're not thinking about it whatsoever, which is perfectly fine. And of course, if you say something that's extremely insensitive, you're not thinking about it, you could always say, hey, I'm sorry, I was not thinking when I said that. Let me rephrase what I said, or let me go a couple steps back and let me rephrase what I was trying to say. Now, if you have social anxiety and you're watching this and you're saying, well, this is going to be impossible for me then, because I obviously know I'm not funny and I'm not naturally flirty, I'm a klutz, and all of this, all of that. You have to understand, being klutzy in a conversation is adorable. Being awkward in a conversation, extremely adorable. But you have to own it. You have to own it. And of course, don't be cocky about it, like, oops, sometimes this. No, like, own it in the sense of, it's adorable, but you're still kind of shy that, like, a little bit embarrassed that you did it. But own it. Play it off that it's adorable. Another thing is that if you do have social anxiety, grab a friend, a very close friend, or a group of friends that are very close to you, and practice with them. Practice talking with them. And it probably might not be a big deal, but practice does make perfect. And if you don't want to ask your friends to help, practice by looking at a mirror and just talk like you normally would talk. That helps out a lot. It's kind of like me doing this YouTube thing. I don't really know how to do it, but I'm just talking. if you were to look back at some of my live streams, I'm silent for more than half of the time because I'm trying to think of what to say, because I don't have an audience or any of that. But the more I do this, the more I know I just have to talk and not think about it. And that's the whole point I'm trying to make of when it comes to talking to other people. It's harder to talk to people who aren't there than it is to talk to people who are there. And I know this because I was on the end of the first one, and now I'm on the end of this one, where I don't know how to talk to people who are not really there. But I'm really hoping that if whoever watches this actually takes this small advice that I'm giving you guys and puts it, to use, and actually learns how to talk in general with people, or with people they're attracted to, because it does help. It really does help. And it's just like I said, if you have social anxiety, practice with really close friends, and I mean really close friends, or practice by yourself, because it does help out a lot. And I'm really hoping this does reach out to some of you guys, and you guys actually do this, because it'll be a thing where it comes and it helps in the long run. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, my advice, or just the background images, the music, then please hit that like button. And if you would like to leave some suggestions about what topics I should talk about next, go ahead and comment down below. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. This is Ninja signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yo, Jack, Preston, let's drink some tea. 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 Tea.